Hey Angie. I'm actually on my laptop today, so I'm trying something different. I'm gonna also be going live tomorrow. I said tomorrow, later on, like around 4 p.m. And I chose 4 p.m. because I'm like, hopefully, baby girl be asleep. But yeah, I had to come on here. I was actually finna eat lunch, but I'm like, you know what? I just want to go live for a second first. Um, So basically, I just came on here today because I wanted to talk about um, family dysfunction and especially in the Black community, it's like the dysfunctionalness within the family is really, really bad. And unfortunately, it's sad because we should be able to get along with one another at this day and time that we living in. Really. Let me know if y'all can hear me really good. If not, I could put my headset on because I don't really use my laptop to go live. I really don't like to. Oh, you say you at work, you just put your children in daycare down for a nap, so that's why I jumped. Oh yeah, come on, let's get it. Do they nap until 3 or 2? 'Cause I know most daycares they let the kids nap until like 2 or 3. So, yeah, in the meantime, I'm like, man, let me go ahead. Right, tune in snack. Yep. See, I got it. I still got it. Anyway, like I was saying, like we should it's sad because we should be able to get along with one another the times that we living in. I'm steady seeing like school shootings. I mean, it's been more consistent than ever. People threatening to shoot up the schools, and this is why I speak heavily against us putting our kids in public school. Hold on, let me try to see if I can make this wider, this screen wider. No, I don't know. I'm not good with the laptop thing, but the times that we living in, we should be able to get along with one another and everybody should come together. But unfortunately, especially in the Black community, um, you said the teacher lost her life on her birthday. See, I don't watch the news. This the thing. I don't watch the news. I just like anytime I'm on Google trying to research something, it always pops up. It always pops up on my phone what happened. And I'm like, so when I look into it and when I see other content creators that I follow, um, making videos about the school shootings, I tune in to see what the hell is going on. Oh, you talking about Georgia? I didn't know that. I did know it was 2 teachers that got killed and 2 students that was 14 years old. But damn, she lost her life on her birthday. That's very tragic. That's very tragic. And I can only imagine how traumatizing it is for the family, to lose a loved one on their birthday. Damn. Like, damn, she ain't even stand a chance to see her birthday come. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The times that we living in, it's like we should all stay connected with one another and try to be here for each other as much as possible. People just they don't get it. They still don't fucking get it. You know, it irritates me because it's like, damn. So you're gonna put your child out in the streets. You're going to talk about your child to the whole entire family. talk down on them, tell them that they're not doing anything and they need to go do something with their life and stuff like that. And it's people getting robbed out here every day, people getting killed out here every single day. You should actually be worried about your loved one. Why you want to send them out here in the streets like that? Why you don't want to help them? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest issues within families and stuff like that. We can't help each other. We can't help each other for nothing in the world. People are very prideful. People got too much pride nowadays, especially to admit their wrongs. I don't know what it is with a lot, especially adults. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like, people fail tremendously at taking accountability. And I don't mean just saying, oh, you know what, I was wrong, I should have never did that. I mean like taking accountability and actually changing what they did wrong. That's what you call real accountability. When you know that you did wrong and you take the time and the opportunity to change that and make sure that you don't do it again. People too prideful to do it though. Wow. You said exactly. One of the teachers brought cake and ice cream to celebrate with her students that day. The boy's dad shouldn't have bought his son that gun for a Christmas gift. What type of shit? Yeah, exactly. And that's why his ass is locked up and he needs to serve life. What fucking parent gives their 14-year-old son a damn gun for Christmas? Are you insane? Are you fucking insane? The only thing that I would go as far as to doing, and I would never give my kids a gun at the age that they at. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gonna have, when you get older and you get old enough to get you a FOID card or whatever the case may be, because me, I don't even like the fact that, I feel like everybody should be entitled to protect themselves, especially if they're not the type to tote guns and stuff like that and they don't have a criminal background. I feel like we all should be able to carry something on us, if you know what I mean, to protect ourselves. But I've seen videos of, people training their kids to shoot, you know, being that the world that we living in is very dangerous. Train your children to shoot, you know what I'm saying? So that they can be able to protect themselves or protect their family, but not giving them a fucking gun to keep, a gun so they can be able to go out here to the fucking schools and shoot up the damn schools. Nah, I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that. But I do agree that, children should know how to. It was supposed to be a gift for hunting. But still, why would you get, like, I don't, come on now. If that was that don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense. Why would you give your child a gift, a gun for Christmas, and say that it was for hunting? Well, if that was the case, why didn't you put it up somewhere secure so that when y'all go out to hunt, that's the only time that he'll be able to have that shit? But I also, like, you have to, before you give your child a gun, you actually got to train them correctly with the gun, because these kids get trigger happy. They get trigger happy and they feel and they mad, like, you know what? My dad bought me a gun. He bought me a gun, and the next motherfucker that bully me or play with me, I'm killing their ass. That's dangerous, bro. Exactly. And then I heard that the reason why he killed um the reason why that he killed those people, the kids or whatever, he said that they were bullying him for being gay. To my understanding, they were bullying him for being gay. Did not tell y'all. Did not tell y'all that this is the one of the biggest reasons why a lot of these kids get to shooting up these schools, because they are triggered by bullying. And I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning that, okay, yeah, he should have took lives or whatever because he's being bullied. But this is why I always say you got to teach your kids home training in the house, because they can come across they going to come across the right or the wrong person one day. And unfortunately, something can happen to them tragically just because they're, out here bullying people and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not saying that that boy should have took anybody's life, because he's wrong and he should never did that, and his parents is 100% wrong for even giving him a gun in the first damn place. But this is why I say teach your children. It starts in the home. Tell your kids, even if you find out that your child is being a bully, if you go to school, parent teacher conference or whatever, report card pickup, and you find out that your child has been misbehaving and being a bully, and you talk to your child and they say, yeah, because I like to do it, at that point you should address your child. Train a child up in a way that they should go. That's what the Bible speaks heavily against. Train your child up in the way that they should go. Stop letting your kids go to school bullying people, because see, this is the shit that happens. They bullying and harassing other kids and stuff like that, and that child is gonna get fed up and they gonna get out of their fucking minds, and they gonna decide, like the little boy, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I'm about to kill one of these kids now. And see, nowadays, the times that we living in, people really go along with their thoughts. It used to be a point in time where you would think something and then you'll be like, nah, I ain't finna do that because, you know, I can land myself in big trouble. But a lot of these adults and children or teenagers, they don't even think twice, okay? They think about something the first time and it's over with. It's like people don't mind going to prison for life. People don't mind getting a death penalty. People don't mind getting killed behind things. Like, I don't understand it myself, but y'all need to teach our kids to be careful out here. That's why I'm saying, like, this is another reason why I brought up family dysfunction, because and I'm not just gonna say within the Black community, family dysfunction is everywhere, you know, but we just see it more in the Black community. We need to stick together as families and raise these children up, because if we can't do that, they're gonna go into these schools and they're gonna be ready to kill immediately. They can't control their emotions. These fucking kids cannot control their emotions nowadays. They feel like, you know what? First person that make fun of me today, they gonna be on my hit list. I'm gonna be ready to kill them. And it's sad because two teachers are dead, two kids are dead, you know. I'll never be in agreement that it's okay to take the lives of anybody, but I also want to say that I don't know. We don't know what really, really went down. We don't know what really happened. As far as I'm concerned, the boys said that they was bullying him or whatever, but it's always different sides to the story. You know? No, his parents was fucking wrong. He was wrong. And I feel like he should have went about it in a totally different way. If they was bullying you or whatever the case may be, it didn't have to result in them dying, you know? But like I said, I have experienced bullying before, and It went as far as to the children putting their hands on me, and I had to defend myself. Bullying can get very dangerous. It can, because the person that you're bullying can only take so much. Seriously. One thing that I said I will never do is let anybody put their hands on me. You could say whatever about me. You could say whatever you want to say to my face, behind my back, whatever the case may be, but I will not, and I cannot let anybody hit me. And that's what I'm saying, you know. So, this is why I just I speak. This is exactly why I always speak about my mother and the things that she did, because unlike other parents that raised their children correctly, she didn't do the same. She did not do the same. Yeah, she was strict. I give her that. Yeah, she let us, go outside and ride our bikes. I give her that. Yeah, she taught me about cleanliness. She taught me, I could say some good things about her. And it ain't many, trust me. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to clean. She taught me how to speak up for myself, although she doesn't do the same. You know, she always taught me to check my receipts, check my food, you know, um, always read before I sign. She taught me those things. You know what I'm saying? She always taught me that. So I can't take that away from her. But one thing that I'm not proud of is how she's did me my whole entire life. How she could have been a much, much better mother. How it's not that hard to be a fucking mom. And every time I try to tell people about it, they try to make excuses for her and say, okay, well, you have to give it to her. She was adopted. I don't give a fuck. That should not stop you from being a real mother. That should actually encourage you to be a better mother. You was adopted. And I felt like I was fucking adopted because I wasn't raised correctly, and I felt like I was nobody's fucking child. But guess what? I still am a damn good mother. I'm not finna let nothing take me away from being a mother to my children. I don't give a damn. It doesn't matter if your mama didn't raise you. It doesn't matter if your fucking father didn't raise you. You was raised by somebody. And your ass was raised damn good because you grew up, you graduated from elementary school, high school, and you graduated from college, and you got your degree, and you held a career. So obviously, you were raised correctly. Then you decided that you wanted to have children. So they should have told you immediately, since I want to have kids, I'm going to raise my children. And I'm going to be a good ass mom, especially since my mama wasn't there for me. That should encourage you. Period. I hate when people make excuses for other people. There is no fucking excuse. It's no fucking excuse as to why any woman or any man out here can't be a good parent. It ain't no excuse. Stop making excuses for people. People got their own personal reasons as to why they don't want to raise their children correctly or care for their adult children. They got their own personal reasons. I'm talking about every time I tell a person, like, yeah, she did this, she did that. It's like, cut her some slack. She wasn't raised by her mom. She wasn't raised by her dad. She was raised by her aunt and her cousins. No, I'm not. No. Because if you felt like at any point in your life that you wasn't going to be a good mother, you could have just gave me away to somebody that was going to give an actual fuck about me. Period. That's all I'm saying. But you chose to keep me. You chose to keep me. In all the years of my life that I have been your child and been raised by you, I felt like I was hated. I felt like you hated me. And I had plenty of damn good reasons to feel that way. And I don't give a freak what nobody think and what nobody say about it because they not in my shoes. Seriously. So stop making excuses for people. You know what I'm saying? Stop making excuses for people. There is no excuse why anybody can't be a good parent. And then unfortunately, you got people out here that will sit here and try to say, oh, well, they shouldn't have bullied that boy. Because, you know, the rainbow community, they have rights. Okay. Now, potentially, I'm just saying, I don't know this for sure, but it would be very sad, potentially, if this little boy gets off on this, on these crimes that he committed and killed these people, because, for instance, he's with the rainbow community. He stated they were bullying him because he was with the rainbow community, you know. So, and the rainbow community got a lot of rights, and I hate to say it, but that still shouldn't give them the right to be able to kill anybody. So, you know, people be out here and they really be out here making excuses for other people. Don't even know them from a can of paint, but they just swear up and down like, oh yeah, you know, it's because they blah blah blah. So just give them some grace. Just cut them some slack. It ain't no fucking excuse. Not one damn excuse. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of dysfunctional. I'm sick of dysfunctional families. I'm sick and tired of us as a black people, especially. We can't stick together worth nothing in the world. Y'all will sit here and y'all let the government control your fucking lives. You let the government control your life, but you won't listen to your child. You won't listen to your own child when they tell you, hey, I need help. Excuse me, y'all. Man, I got dust or something. I don't know. Just got in my throat. But for instance, when the COVID situation had happened, everybody was so quick to go against one another, and you know what I'm saying? You kicking your own family out, telling them they can't live with you and stuff like that because they didn't take the shot. I mean, if they didn't take the shot, that's their choice. Why are you letting the government brainwash you into believing that, okay, if they didn't take the shot, then you can contract the illness or disease or whatever the case may be? So, especially black families were kicking their families, loved ones out left and right over that shit. Then come to find out it all was a damn game. It all was a stage. It all was a play to them. And the people that sat up here and kicked their family members out felt dumb as hell after they did that shit. They felt very fucking stupid. That's why I'm like, y'all will sit here and y'all listen to the government tell you any fucking thing. But you won't listen to your family member when they tell you, man, I need help. Can you help me? You look at them like, no, you asking for a handout. You need to go get a job. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. You so quick to tell a person they need to go get a job, but you're not trying to help contribute to them getting the job. And if you go on my page from 2 years ago, you're going to see a video that I uploaded. And at the time, honestly, I was going through a lot. And I'm glad that I still did make the video because it made sense. And anybody with smarts can understand exactly where I was coming from in that video. I had a whole board And on the board it said how to get a job. Because that was around the time that everybody kept on, you should get a job, you need to get a job, you need to get a job, you need to get a job. I can't ask my own, I can't ask my own loved ones for help. I gotta go get a job. Okay. I'm tired of y'all ass telling me that. I'm tired of y'all telling me that. So guess what? I'm about to type something up for you. I'm about to write something up for you so you can understand. You can't just tell a person to go get a job. It's deeper than that. Let's go through it real quick. Since everybody's so quick to be like, go get a job. All right, I'm finna tell you real quick. So first things first, before you tell a person to go get a job, you need to sit back and actually think about what you're saying, because they can't just go get a fucking job. They got to go through an interview. They got to go through a background check, and that employer actually has to see some interest in them. First and foremost, they got to apply for the job, and it's up to the job of when they're going to respond. It takes time for the job to fucking respond. Okay? So once they respond and they say, so let's just think optimistically, okay? We're going to think optimistically. We're going to stray away from the negative side real quick. Optimistically, if they apply for the job and the employer finally reaches out to them, let's just say 2 days later, and they find interest, and they say, okay, I need you to come in for a job interview. But the person that's asking for help, in order for them to get to the job interview, they need bus fare or they need gas, to get there, or Uber or something, who knows? But how can they get that if they asking for help? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. They figure out a way to get on the bus and get to the interview. Now the employer finds interest in them even more, and they say, okay, I need you and I want you to be here. And let's just say Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or something like that. Okay, bam, they got the job. Now they use their little reduced fare bus card or whatever to get back home. Now, the person that said you need to get a job, where are you at? Because this person finally got a job. Can you help them now? Because they got to go to work Monday through Friday. And they need to be able to get to work for the first, 2 weeks until they get their check. Yeah, I have crickets. Because I talk about this shit a lot, and I tell people to their face, you know what I'm saying? Before you try to tell a person to get a job, you need to think about how they're going to be able to get there and keep getting there until they get their first check. Because it's going to take 2 weeks for them to get their first check, or it could possibly take 1 week, but still, they have to be able to get there. And that was the issue that I was having. You know what I'm saying? It was, and most importantly, what happened? I did not mean to make you feel like that, feel irritated or nothing like that. I'm just saying, yesterday, that was uncalled for. Cleo. So let's stay on topic. Okay. I don't know what, I guess she's talking about when I was explaining about my mom. Yeah. So basically, today we're on topic. And anybody that can't stay on topic, they're going to have to get removed. Yeah. It is what it is. You can't stay on topic, then you're going to have to get removed out the live stream. So, yeah, so that was one of the biggest problems that I was having 2 years ago. everybody, everybody was so quick to be like, you should get a job. Okay. All right. I should get a job. Let's see what the fuck you're gonna do once I get it. You gonna help me then? Or is you still gonna bash me when I do get a job? So, and this is what I be saying, like, you know, black families, they look at you like you always begging for something. I'm not the Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not the type of person to beg or ask anybody for shit. I don't need your fucking money. I can make it without it. But when I'm in dying need of something and I really need it, and y'all can ask my husband. I hate asking people for shit. I will suffer before I ask anybody for anything. I will make sure that I suffer before I ask anybody for anything. And it shouldn't even have to be like that. And the only reason why I would is because a lot of people in my life have made me extremely uncomfortable with asking them for help. Because when I do reach out and I say, hey, I'm just, I know we ain't talked in a while or whatever like that, but I still had your number and I was wondering if you can help me. But the only reason why I'm keeping your number is because you told me, point blank period, if you don't hear from me, you could just hit me up anytime and you could ask me for anything. Anytime you need help, let me know. People swear up and down they'll help you until you really in need of help, and then they not there to help you. And then they just dare to shit on your name, throw you under the bus, and just bash you. So what the hell did you tell me that I can hit you up at any given moment and you'll be willing to help me? What the fuck you tell me that for? Make it make sense. So, you know, and then it's like it made me so uncomfortable that I decided, you know what? I'm gonna just suffer in fucking silence. I'm not gonna ask anybody for anything. I'm not comfortable doing the shit. So the minute that I do ask for help, it's like you should get a job. You need to. And mind you, my situation is 100% different from anybody else's, because at the time I definitely could not get a job again after I done lost about 4 to 5 fucking good jobs behind this foster care agency that I'm dealing with. They made me lose damn near every job that I had. And if I didn't get fired, I ended up quitting because I always felt like my kids come first before these weak ass jobs anyway. I'm like, any chance or opportunity that I get as a mother to spend with my children, I'm going to spend my time with my children. And I'm not about to let no job tell me, but then when I sit back and I think about it, guess what? I'm sitting here, I'm losing out on paying my bills and suffering and starving and stuff like that because a evil demonic ass foster care agency wants to ruin my life and tell me, okay, well, if you don't see your children on this day, it'll be counted against you in court. And I'm like, damn, well, I fucking work. Could y'all work around my schedule at least? No, we can't do that because we don't have the transport or there is nobody there to supervise the visit on that day. So unfortunately, you're going to have to see if your employer can work with our schedule. No, the fuck my employer ain't. So then when and I didn't have no support system at that time. I didn't have nobody that was like, look, Danny, you know, look, it's cool. You should just do this. You should just do that. I didn't have nobody that can help me to make decisions. I was not to say like that's how it should be. Like people should help me make my decisions. But I'm just saying I didn't have a support behind my back. So it was like I was all on my own with the decisions that I was making. So unfortunately, it was either like I'm gonna just keep missing work or I'm gonna just walk away from the fucking job. Because if I keep missing, obviously they gonna fire me. Um, and if I walk away, obviously I quit it. And it was either or, because I always felt like my kids comes first. But unfortunately, I didn't know in that at that point in time, I was so fucking sick and tired of the shit that and mentally, because you have to be mentally sane in order to work. I was so mentally drained from all of this shit that I decided to stay away from work for a while. You know, you got family that's not being supportive of you, not trying to help you in anything that's going on. And the sad part about it is the whole time that I was going through my DCFS situation, guess what I was living with? My mother. She seen how it was taking a big effect on me in my life. She seen all of that shit. Other family members, they all seen the shit, but they sat there and they let her listen to they let themselves listen to her fucking lies, and the lies that she told to drag me under the bus and try to make it seem like I'm not shit, I'm not trying to do anything, I'm not helping her, stuff like that. Like, it was just the shit, it was just draining me. And I used to always say to myself, like, bro, I cannot wait until I get my own fucking place. Honestly, y'all, I did not know how the fuck I was going to get my own place, because I wasn't working. I damn sure wasn't working. And I had forgot that I had applied to some housing or whatever like that years ago. I totally forgot that I did. I wasn't getting updates on it or anything like that. I do remember that they randomly hit me up and they was like, we need you to come into the office, for orientation or something. And then I did the orientation and they ended up denying me the first time after orientation. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not finna get it. It is what it is. And all of a sudden, I got hit up by them out the clear blue sky again, and for a second orientation to come in and do some more paperwork. And I'm like, I told my husband, like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do it because I don't got time to play with them. You know, he was like, no, just do it. You never know. You never know what we can get out of this. And I ended up doing it, and months went by and they hit me up and they was like, you got approved and you're accepted. And I'm like, what? Like, I was very thankful. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I hate when other people bash other people and say, oh, Section 8, low income, or food stamps and blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, yes, government assistance and stuff like that. But when you truly need that help, hey, you better take it. If you can get it, you better take it, because this is not something that I want to rely on for the rest of my life, because I have paid market rate rent before. Like, previous to this in 2017, I had my own place out in Iowa. I was living in Iowa though. Um I was paying rent out there, and then I had my first apartment on the south side of Chicago back in 2015, and I was paying market rate rent, but that's when everything was low at the time, so I was able to afford it. Um, so like, when this I look at this as a stepping stone. I look at this as a blessing. A lot of people get bashed for having low income and stuff like that, but honestly, it looks very fucking nice. I'll tell you that. It looked real nice. And I'm thankful because and then the area is decent. It's not trashy. It's not ghetto. Um, like I be speaking about, you see some of the kids around here. It be the kids though. It's really the kids that just They just be outside too fucking much. But other than that, it's quiet. It's a decent area. I'm thankful for it overall because I was able to get the fuck anything to get away from her. I needed to get my own space, and God blessed me with my own space. And I'm very thankful every time I wake up and I look around and I realize that I don't have to be traumatized. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in her home anymore. It makes me feel happy. And I just be like, man, at this point, I want to stay in a spot in my life where I don't ever have to ask for help ever again. Seriously. And y'all give me a second because my daughter, I'm trying to see. Yeah, that is her. I didn't even know she was crying, y'all. Hold on real quick. Please don't go nowhere. All right, y'all. I'm back. Oh, y'all stay with me. I appreciate y'all. Cleopatra, what are you talking about? I got caught stealing from Sam's Clubs. Yeah, you're right. I believe you. What are you talking about? Is you staying within the topic? Are you staying within the topic? Angie, are you still here? So, yeah, so that's what I be saying. I had to get what I can take because at the end of the day, it's a damn beautiful home. It's in a nice community. And at the end of the day, nobody else was helping me. My own family watched me suffer being homeless. But they be so quick to sit up here and give to other homeless folks that they don't even know. They quick to give about $5 to $10 to a homeless person they don't even know. But if I ask for $5 or $10, they won't give me shit. And they sit here and they portray the image to be very helpful people, and they volunteer in the church. They do all this church work and just church this, church that. They try to portray the image to be wonderful people also online on social media. And the whole time they not about shit. Y'all ass sat up there and y'all watched me suffer for 2.5 years living in the fucking car. We was hungry. We was hungry. We wanted a place to lay our head. We wanted a place to sleep. And y'all watched me suffer like that. Y'all watched me suffer like that. That's sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on. So at the end of the day, when I speak of family dysfunction, this is what I be talking about. I'm talking about, people can't even help, especially black people, bro. It's messed up how we do each other. You know, can't even support one another's companies because our own people try to get down on us. Own people. Cleopatra, yeah, you tripping. You're tripping. Yep. Gotta get you up out of here. So yeah, and honestly, I'm out to this was gonna be like a short live. I wasn't gonna be on here too long because I had to eat lunch. I haven't ate breakfast or anything. Um my daughter is like in and out of her sleep because she's not really feeling good. I guess she going through her teething phase again. So, and she probably might be hungry. This is probably her time to wake up to eat lunch and stuff. So we gotta both eat. And I'm definitely gonna be back on here in about 3 hours to do my next live stream. Um, so yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about family dysfunction a little bit. I always go through my own life situations or whatever because it's very relatable. And I know a lot of people can relate to it. And I'm just tired of seeing us as black people not helping each other. We harming each other more than anything. We out here shooting and killing each other. We robbing one another. We taking from each other. Even when we decide that we want to spend money at a black owned company, we still taking from one another. It's sad. It's terribly sad the way we do one another. And then we prove the other race is right about us. We are our worst enemies. Sadly, we are our worst enemies. That's why I spoke about this shit yesterday. And it was damn near a 3 hour live, but man, I was definitely talking for some time. I had a lot to say. We just need to fix taking accountability and righting our wrongs. When you know that you was wrong, or if a person sits there and they tell you that you were wrong, hey, you were wrong for what you did, and they name what you was wrong about, and you know that you was wrong for what you did, it's time to right your wrongs. It's time to. That's what you got to do. So, and I feel like the only time that us as black people can really get along with one another. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something because I've always wanted to see. I always wanted to see if I can
I always wanted to see if I can
okay, let's see. Let me see if I can type a message in here. Oh wow, I can, y'all. I figured out how to do it. I figured out how to do it. So basically, I have to get on my live stream from my phone because I'm going live from my computer. So I also got to do it from my phone too. Okay, cool. Now I know how to do it. Live, we live. I'm live on my phone and on my computer. So hold on. Yes, I had to time Cleopatra Star out of here because we gave her a chance yesterday and she came back in here and started saying some more crazy stuff again. Like totally off topic. This is why myself and my moderator Angie, we ask that you guys stay on topic. Anytime I'm doing a live stream and you see clearly what the topic is about, we ask that you stay on topic. Please stop just coming in here saying random stuff. It's just so disrespectful. Seriously. So yeah, basically all in all what I was talking about was family dysfunction, and the only way that family dysfunction can be fixed is if we take accountability. That's the only way. You got to take accountability for your actions. You got to right your wrongs. Stop trying to make it seem like you innocent in everything that you do, and whoever said that you were wrong, they don't know what they're talking about, or you don't know what they're talking about. Because a lot of people got issues, serious freaking issues, and they always be quick to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I came to a point in my life too where y'all, where I felt like, you know what? Um, I don't owe anybody an explanation. I used to always think that way. I'm like, I don't owe nobody an explanation for nothing. But as I got older and I started watching this pastor, Stephen Darby, he passed away. He's one of the only pastors that me and my husband can watch because he preaches against worldliness. And well, he preached against worldliness because he's no longer with us to this day. Um, and he talked about, things like this and taking accountability, and how don't just cut nobody off and not explain to them what you cutting them off for. Because I always used to be like, man, I don't owe nobody no explanation. I'm not telling them why I'm cutting them off. It is what it is, blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, you got to let them know. That way, when you cut them off, it's over with. They'll never hear from you again because people won't take you serious. They'll feel like, oh, she cut me off. She'll be back. I'll hear from her again. Nah. We in a time where you let a person know what they did wrong and why you're not messing with them anymore. And from that point, it's up to them to fix their wrongs. And if they refuse to, let them know. I'm letting you go. Ain't no more talking to you anymore. I'm done talking to you, associating with you. Don't ever text. Don't ever call me. Don't ever email me. And if you do, I'm going to put a restraining order against you. Because people just don't take you serious when you tell them to leave you alone. So you got to tell them, like, I'm going to put a restraining order against you. So yeah, my daughter, she ain't going, y'all. She is not going. So I'm about to have to hop off of here. I'll be back live at 4 p.m. Y'all tune in to my next live stream at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Um, before we get out of here, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on this live stream. And I'm about to end the stream. All right, y'all. See y'all later.